Knoebels Amusement Park, nestled in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania, is known for its family-friendly atmosphere and charming vintage rides. Nestled in the scenic countryside of Pennsylvania's Susquehanna Valley, Knoebels boasts a picturesque setting surrounded by lush forests, rolling hills, and the gentle flow of the nearby Susquehanna River. Knoebels is renowned for its collection of classic rides and attractions, many of which date back several decades, from the Grand Carousel, which dates back to 1913, to the Phoenix Roller Coaster, which has been ranked among the best wooden coasters in the world. Knoebels offers a nostalgic and timeless amusement park experience.
Despite its cheerful ambiance, whispers of paranormal activity have circulated the park for decades, weaving tales of creepy encounters and eerie phenomena throughout the park's colorful history. Does the veil grow thin between the living and the dead, or are most of these just urban legends and folklore surrounding the park? Come along for a ride as we go over Knoebels, coasted or ghosted.
If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and become a part of our spooky community today. Thank you to all of our channel members and Coaster Ghosts and producers for helping put together the channel and bringing content to the viewers. We really couldn't do it without all of you. Let's get into the creepy heebie-jeebies of the beautiful park known as Knoebels.
The Knoebel family has been running the park since its inception in 1926, instilling a sense of tradition, hospitality, and personal touch that is evident in every aspect of the park's operation. Unlike many amusement parks that charge an entrance fee, Knoebels offers free admission, allowing guests to enter the park and explore its attractions without paying a fee. Spanning nearly 100 years with many years prior rooted deeply on the grounds, one would come to suspect with the long history and amount of classic amusement rides from all over the world that some entities may still be attached, longing for days at the amusement park. The park has plenty of nostalgic touches throughout, but the rides may hold a deeper piece of the history at the park.
The legend of the haunted carousel at Knoebels Amusement Resort is one of the most enduring and spine-chilling tales associated with the park. As dusk falls and the last rays of sunlight fade from the sky, the carousel takes on an eerie aura, casting long shadows that dance across the ground. It's said that during these twilight hours, the ghostly apparition of the Lady in White materializes among the carousel's ornate horses, her ghostly apparition swaying to the rhythm of the music. Witnesses describe her as a spectral vision, her long flowing gown billowing as if caught in a phantom breeze. Some claim to have felt a cold chill in the air as her mournful gaze falls upon them. The legend of the Lady in White is a ghostly figure believed to be the spirit of a young woman who met her untimely demise at the park many years ago and is said to be intimately tied to this classic ride.
One particularly chilling encounter with the Lady in White occurred during the park's annual Halloween event. A group of enthusiasts decided to brave the haunted carousel after dark, hoping to catch a glimpse of the legendary ghostly apparition. As they boarded the carousel and began to spin, an icy chill settled over the ride, sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, one of the teens said they spotted a figure among the carousel's horses, her form kind of illuminated by flickering lights. Frozen in fear, they kind of just watched as the ghostly figure vanished into the darkness, leaving them shaken but exhilarated by the encounter. That's some pretty creepy stuff, but anecdotal, so everyone don't be alarmed. This is just experiences others have had at the park.
Throughout the park's storied history, visitors and employees alike have reported encounters with ghostly apparitions wandering the grounds after dark. These ghostly figures are often seen in the dimly lit corners of the park, flickering in and out of sight like elusive shadows. Some witnesses describe glimpses of figures dressed in outdated attire, while others report feeling an eerie presence lurking just beyond the edge of perception.
During a late-night maintenance shift, a park technician was working on the Grand Carousel when they heard the faint strains of carnival music drifting throughout the air. Assuming it was a record left playing by mistake, they set out to locate the source and sound, only to find the carousel deserted and silent. Puzzled, they continued their work, but the music persisted, growing louder and more insistent with each passing moment. As they hurried to finish their tasks and leave the park, they couldn't shake the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes, the lingering echoes of ghostly laughter following them deep into the night.
One summer evening, a park employee was closing up for the night when they caught sight of a ghostly figure standing near the entrance to the Haunted Mansion ride. As they approached, the figure seemed to shimmer and fade into the air, leaving behind an eerie sense of unease. Startled but undeterred, the employee continued with their duties, only to encounter more strange occurrences as they made their rounds throughout the park. From mysterious footsteps echoing in deserted walkways to shadowy figures darting out of sight, the park seemed alive with paranormal activity.
The lore around the park is truly creepy and wonderful at the same time. with one of the more interesting rumors at the park coming from a former ride. One of the most chilling legends surrounding Knoebels is the Curse of the Fandango, a tale steeped in mystery and tragedy. According to local lore, the Fandango, a now defunct ride that met a tragic end following a series of mysterious accidents, was cursed by an ancient spirit angered by the disturbance of its sacred resting place during the ride's construction. Since then, the area surrounding the Fandango has been plagued by a series of inexplicable accidents and unexplained occurrences, leading many to believe that the curse still lingers, casting a shadow of dread over the park.
In the years following the closure of Fandango, the area surrounding the abandoned ride became a hotbed of strange and unexplained occurrences. Visitors reported sightings of ghostly apparitions and mysterious shadows lurking among the overgrown foliage, their presence a constant reminder of the curse that still lingered over the park. Some claimed to have heard disembodied voices whispering in the darkness. The grove of trees that once surrounded the Fandango ride became known as the Haunted Grove, a place where the barrier between the living and the dead grew thin. Despite the passage of time and the eventual dismantling of the Fandango, the curse is said to still linger over Knoebels Amusement Resort to this day. Some believe that the spirits of those who perished on the ill-fated ride continue to haunt the park.
A few brave souls even claim to have felt invisible hands brushing against their skin or heard whispers echoing in the darkness, sending shivers of fear coursing through their veins. Late one summer night, a group of teenagers decided to sneak into the park after hours, exploring for the thrill of wandering Knoebels under the cover of darkness. As they made their way through the pathways, a sudden chill settled over the park, the temperature dropping several degrees in a matter of moments. Undeterred, they pressed on, their excitement mounting with each step. Suddenly, they heard the unmistakable sound of children's laughter echoing throughout the still night air, their voices tinged with an eerie, otherworldly quality. Startled, the teenagers took off and they never looked back, which I feel like most people would do anyways. You shouldn't be in there, and just so everyone is clear, do not enter amusement parks while they are closed for the thrill of exploring. It is highly illegal and you will and should get in trouble for this.
The stories surrounding Knoebels' haunted past seem to mostly lay in anecdotal evidence, but there are reasons to believe in the paranormal veil being thin at the park. With the park's legacy of old rides and maintenance, with a rich history rooted deeply in the area, a few ghosts are certain to be wandering the grounds from time to time. Are these curses passed on from old rides? Or former souls so attached and looking for another ride that won't be happening for them? The question remains, is Knoebels a place where the ghosted are coasting? The veil grows thin, and spirits come out for rides on their favorite pastimes.
We may never truly know if the spirits actually rest at Knoebels or not, but with the experiences over the years, it's safe to say that if you're on the lookout for something, you may find something. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the spooky community today. From haunted amusement parks to park history and so much more, why not join? We hope you all enjoyed another episode of Haunted Amusement Parks. Be sure to leave a comment down below if you've ever experienced any haunted moments at an amusement park and what parks we should cover next.
And as always, thanks for being a part of the spooky community.
And for coaster ghosting with Ghoster Coasters. Have a spooky night, everybody.
Stay spooky ooky.